How's it going, everybody? My name is Matthew, and for 3.5 years, I lived in a cargo van full-time so I could reboot my life. Along the way, I created some amazing memories and had some not-so-great experiences, but it all helped make me who I am today. Now, I am settling down and building a home for myself and my little girl while sharing my experiences and overcoming new challenges from van life to house life and everything in between. Welcome to Van Life Plus. Oh, what'd you find? Two white rocks? Nice. Well done.
I will take my eyes out for more for you.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you.
Ooh, wait, my dollies.
All right, let's go get them.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Okay, let me carry that one. She's like...
She's gonna be rascally?
Yeah,
No, you carry the rascally one.
No, she will calm down. She's just rascally right now.
Rascally like you?
No, she's just like tired, man.
Okay.
Because babies get tired.
Yes, they do.
Look, I have two white rocks for you and me. Here you go.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Gas tank off it and had to clean it, but anyway, it disintegrated, so then they had to push the car out.
Oh, fun.
It's a diesel.
Okay, so...
Ooh.
Diesel, whatever, public.
No, don't put her there. I'm going to put the babies in their car seats.
So that sounds like a great thing to do on a hot morning. Oh,
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he said. Anything on sale?
Didn't look like it. The original Valhalla Pure. A rolly cart?
Yeah. Sure.
All right, come on. Let's do it. No babies for this trip. Babies back in the car, please.
Why?
Because you don't need them in the grocery store.
That's what I want to do. One.
Yeah, you can bring one.
Okay.
Go. With a rolly cart. She means the one you pull.
Oh. I thought you wanted to ride it.
No, she likes it. Get it out of there. Get the top one.
Here, honey. Oh, I don't. You need onion. I've got a card of a red onion. You need onion? Cut up.
Oh, it's like we're in small town BC. No soft shell taco kits. You get the burrito kits, but those are massive. Might have to piecemeal this together ourselves. Lord knows we got plenty of this in the good ship Lucky. Let's have to make it work. You want this?
So this is a phone.
You want that?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Grab it. Throw in the cart. After dinner snack. Sure.
Hold this, Mary.
Hold that, Mary. Where's the...
The
Not with hint of lime. I like these ones.
All right.
Well, there, we can get 2 for $8. You get this one and the scoops if you like. You like the
No,
scoops, don't
those
you?
are 2 for $9.
Oh, they are.
Get that other one.
What a bunch of baloney. Well, you get triangles.
These ones are fine. They're probably stronger, right? The rounds.
Stronger? Got good integrity. All right, still out in BC right now. We're gonna do a few things around Lucky over the next couple days to try to get her, you know, just checked off of her to-do list. Little things here and there, a couple things. We'll see how far we get. We're gonna start with a garbage can lid here, and then we're gonna move on to a cell phone booster that I've had for just a couple days, a year. I'm finally getting to it, Bill. It seemed a lot more daunting at first than I think it actually will end up being. So weather's nice, we should be able to get that done. But yeah, the garbage can lid, in case you don't know, it broke. Make sure you're subscribed, you got notifications turned on so you never miss a riveting episode of Van Life Plus. With a little hinge here, should be able to, well, it's not a hinge so much as it is like a plastic shaft that's snapped off that then acts as a hinge so that the garbage can lid can flip open. So I see how it's supposed to go. I'm just gonna use some Crazy glue to hopefully get that back on there. That's the piece I'm repairing, right? Just comes right off. Definitely don't wanna be getting any of this junk on my fingies. So, reason 7,946 to have a Leatherman. Use the pliers to hold it right at the tip. That's how it's supposed to go, and I know with this Crazy glue, it's always a little bit more effective. I'm already not holding this properly, my goodness. It's always more effective to put some on both pieces that you want to glue back together, to my understanding. So get a little glue there, a little glue there, a little glue here. My goodness, put that off to the side. And this should just go here. Oh, maybe we don't need the Leatherman. Actually, I'm not going to risk it. Push it up there like this. There. That's where you want it, I believe. So hopefully that holds. I don't know. This stuff always has a picture of a very heavy weight weighing down on the label or on the box or whatever, which means that it should be able to take upwards of 10,000 pounds or some shit. It doesn't look quite perfect, but we'll let that set up for a while and see if it'll perform the way it once did. In the meantime, we got this cell phone booster kit to install. So it comes with this omnidirectional antenna that needs to get mounted up with a couple of these brackets here and whatnot. There's all the hardware to attach that. Then we've got an antenna cable to run in. We've got the little, I don't know, converter box or whatever. I'm not a scientist. I don't know exactly what this stuff is called, but I know we're gonna have an antenna in and an antenna out, right? It says outside right there. We got a power outlet, and we should have an inside antenna, right? And that inside antenna is where? Not there, but we will need that as well. That's power, 12-volt power. It also comes with AC power, which is super cool. We got cable coming out of our ass. There's our inside antenna we have to mount up somewhere. So there is a book of words that it came with showing you how to install this. And if you don't know exactly what this is, it's literally what it says. Vehicle cell booster. And Bill sent it to me a while back. The intention is just if you're out in a place where there's not great reception, but there's a little bit of reception, this in theory will boost it so you get a better signal as long as you are in range of that little box, the little at call box, I would assume, or probably actually the little antenna, the one that goes on the inside. But the best spot, I think, for this is right over here, right on our rooftop basket, right? I could mount that sucker right here, stick out right about there, still keep it low enough so it's not much higher than, like, let's say the flag once it's flying again. Speaking of little things that we need to do, I should probably get up there and remove the bracket that held the flag. We'll be able to get that repaired as well. The most complicated part with this antenna install is that I will have to drill a hole through Lucky because we got to have the antenna wire come from the antenna, run here, and go in to that box. So, I mean, another option too is we could just run the wire along the gutter here and just have it cheat out and go through the door. But a bunch of Karens will get their panties in a bunch if we do that. So we've got the opportunity to do it properly. We may as well carpe diem. And it should come in to the good ship Lucky right around the same space as the Starlink cable comes in. Speaking of something else we need to fix, the alien tape has absolutely failed me when it comes to the Starlink router. So maybe a couple of screws for it to get mounted up proper. So much to do in so little time, but not really. Good ship Lucky sporting her all new black exterior on, well, about 50% of her anyway. We'll get there eventually. Okay, so we got the antenna here with the appropriate bracket on it. It comes with two separate, well, it comes with three brackets. Well, two brackets. Two that fit on here like this in different orientations, where it's either a bar this way or a bar, you know, vertically. And then it comes with a third one that can be oriented whichever way you need it to go, depending on which one you're going to use. And mine should work the best this way. Just a simple gasket and nut screw onto the bottom of this. This little red tip protector here, that's protecting the coaxial connection. Coax, hello. Pull it off. All right, see inside there? Little pin prick bastard. Leave that on there for now. And let's get this mounted up on our rooftop carrier. So, you know, I was thinking just like this. I don't know if that's gonna interfere. Maybe we should put it up like this. Is that too high? That's pretty high. But it's not higher than the flag, is it? It's really not. That's probably the better than it being here. I imagine, again, me not being a scientist, that if it's like this, then the top of this bar would be interfering. Would it not be? I don't know. Let's just give Lucky a big old antenna. My grandfather would be proud. Those are some big bolts. This is some quality content. Quality content. Editor Matthew, if you would be so kind to skip ahead to when this is mounted, I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, all the bolts are in and they all got their hardware on. It's just a little bit loosey-goosey now. So I got a 10mm wrench and I'm gonna slip onto the shaft at the back. Everybody just calm down. And the 10mm socket on our impact. I'm gonna hold it with the wrench and tighten it up with the impact. There you go. Just do it nice and slow. Don't wanna cause any problems. Don't wanna rub a nut the wrong way. Slowly get it tight. Yeah. Go. Nice and snug. Get this one from this side. Hello. Hello, sir. There we go. Tighten it up. All right, now all of them are snugged down just enough. Give it the old 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whoa. That's one rock solid antenna. And now the hard part. Always the hard part. Man, I had a hole, didn't I? Sure, oh yeah, but that was through a rib. Darn it, that's the other thing. Maybe we just frustrate the Karens. Give me a minute. Yeah, because if we look right up here at the door, hard for me to see, the sun's right in my eyes on this, but right in here between the weather stripping, there is a slot. We could bring the cable here, it could come down here into there, and then just kind of come here. It's still gonna have to go through this weather stripping though. Oh, right? Or do we just, can we just drill through here? We got that cable and we'll see. Oh yeah, our two cables, are they the same? They should be, I would assume, the same, right? Both the innie and the outie the same, right? Shouldn't matter, just grab one. Double check, double check. We should be good. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. All right, what could possibly go wrong? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Oof. All right, and this run over here. Somebody's freaking out right now. Oh, Dad just fired up a motorhome. He's been getting it all de-winterized today, or summerized, depending on how you look at it. Now, I think I'll still just drill through Lucky's roof. I'm just getting the bottom, or the one end of this coax cable attached to the antenna here. It's nice, both ends are different sizes, so you can't screw it up. Looks like it's about an 8mm wrench that's allowing me to find a little bit of torque here on this thing. We'll get it as snug as we can, then we'll get out the old drill, and I'm gonna try to nestle where the cable comes into the van underneath the Starlink dish. Hello, you two, how are you? I am putting a cell phone boosting antenna on Lucky's roof. What are you doing? You're playing? What are you playing? You don't know what you're playing? Sounds like you didn't get enough sleep last night. Mm-hmm. Some people's kids. Yes, darling. It's an antenna. It's gonna, for the cell phone. So if we're ever driving out, if we're driving around in Lucky and we have a weak cell signal, this should give us a better signal. In theory, if Bill knows what he's doing. All right, a little bit of it's on me. Actually, before I start drilling holes into her roof, there's something I know that I don't have in her. Let's see if the Patriarch has one. Do you have any, not one, do you have any silicone?
Yeah.
Like waterproof silicone or whatever? I just need to, it's gonna be a tiny little hole with a wire going in. I just wanna seal it up.
Your rigger.
For me, yeah, that stuff will be fine. I don't have any of that on. Not on board right now. That is perfect. Thanks, Dad. This is the epitome of not overthinking it this time. Okay, so we've got the silicone. Kobe. In here, I started to sort of clear off the top of the microwave because this is where I'm hoping that the wire is going to come in about. And we may have to rejig some of the stuff on the wall here because I'm thinking that might be where this box needs to live, right? Like up here. I could even flip it. Is that outside or inside? So stupid. Why is the inside one on what is essentially the top? But anyways, right? And then we'll figure that out. But yeah, if this box goes here, Starlink router there. I could put it here, I suppose. Well, we'll figure it out. Either way, we got to get the bloody wire in first. So, drill, baby, drill. But hang on, before drill, baby, drill, how's this holding up? I mean, it seems pretty rock solid. We'll leave you for a couple more minutes. Then you're getting reattached to the bin at the back. Just poop in a group, you hanging garbage can, you. Okay, back here, getting our drill bit. Probably the biggest drill bit available. I don't know. The thing is that the cable is quite thin, but the head for the coax connection is big. I guess if it doesn't fit through this way, we'd have to undo what we just did and feed the other end all the way through. That's a possibility. I'd rather not do it, can you tell? Where is my cool weather I was promised? Bloody forecast. Okay, I want to see if I can do this without having to remove the Starlink dish. It's not super hard, but it's just one extra step that if I don't have to do it, I don't want to do it. I'm gonna have to do it if I want this to be any sort of, I don't know, semi-professional looking mumbo jumbo. Another reason to have my Leatherman on my hip, remove our Starlink dish. Okay. Enough? Yeah, that was enough. All right, so we'll put that there. Okay, that's more than enough space, I guess. Okay, hold the dish, and incoming. Gotta get a little bit more height on this bad boy. Cool. Probably made a mess on the inside. Yoicks! Zoink, Scoob. Can our coax fit through there? Of course it can't. Get the 8mm wrench. Detach, detach. Oi! Yeah, there's a new hole. It's the biggest drill bit I have. But there is the head of the coax cable. Just simply will not fit through there. But this end absolutely will. So unscrew that, go back into Lucky, feed it up through, and Bob will be my bloody uncle. As annoying as Bob is. All right, we are detached. Let's see the mess we made inside here on top of that microwave. Coming for you, garbage can lid, sit next to the Jim Beam. Not too bad. And there's our hole. So let's see if this will work. All right, very nice. Now bring this bad boy all the way back over. Can I have a little bit more, please? Please, thank you, thank you. It's gonna come over here and up under there. Okay, still not enough, you bastard. Okay, we are reattached to the base of the antenna here, and the cable's running down here and into its brand new hole. Excellent. Now we're just gonna clean this up a little bit with some zip ties, get the cable sort of as hidden as we possibly can, and then run it nice and even with maybe these wires and whatnot, and then we will get that hole all with the, you know. There we go. I may actually put one more right here, but yeah, I got the cable all hidden along in here, and it droops down here, comes over here, and right into its new splooge underneath the Starlink dish. So now all we gotta do is get this guy back on here. Do that like this. Move the wrenches. Wrenches are in the way. Like this. Nice. We'll tighten those screws back up, and we were more or less done up here. Looking good. Look at that big black shaft on Lucky's roof. Bill! This, and this. All right, Lucky's roof's looking a little bit busier, but it's also looking back and organized properly. And let's see if you have gotten your poop in a group, or your junk in a group. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised, but it doesn't seem like a lot to work with, you know? Okay, compromised integrity and all of that. Snap. Oh, it's so tight. So much pressure you have to put on it. I'm so scared I'm gonna re-break my garbage can. Just won't. Like that one snaps in no problem. Oh, there we go. Did we break it? Nope. Okay, cool. For the time being, the good ship Lucky, once again, has a hinged garbage can lid. See how long it lasts. I did see people suggesting to alien tape the garbage can to keep it mounted to the wall. And that'd be the worst idea for how often I boot F it off the door. Okay, you know what? I am so disinterested in working on the insides of that antenna right now. Let's change it up and go remove that flag mount. Holly, freaking hell. This is not going to be quick fix, methinks. Where is flagpole? Yeah, this is where. Yeah, I don't have much left to work with. I might have to get a new one. I thought I'd be able to repair this time. I mean, I could probably stuff this end in there if I really tried. I'd have to squish it down, obviously. But we can see that squishing of this didn't really do it any good. Let me see. I don't think this is going to be a repair for today. Hi. Hi.
Dad, can I watch TV?
Oh, I guess you just went for a wagon ride? What are you going to watch on TV? Unsolved mysteries? Cold cases? True crime? Blippi? Gabby's Dollhouse? Oh, Summer of Gabby? Yeah, you go for it. Thank you for asking. Okay. Yeah, in order to make the same system work, I'd have to do something like that. I mean, I could just do what I did before, and we could just zip tie this to the... Sometimes you just say things as a joke, and they sound good. That might actually be better. Because it's shorter. Huh. Let's see what we can jerry-rig, shall we? Ha-ha, there we there we go. Much better. She is on there. Didn't even think about that. She's pretty rock solid too. It's not pretty, but you don't ever see it that close up. It's a little bit lower than it was, but it's more important to me to just get this sucker back on here for the rest of it. I mean, who knows how long it's actually gonna last. It's already starting to fray, you know? As soon as the good ship Lucky starts rocking and rolling on the high seas, flags tend to, well, eat shit, but she's on there. And in case they do fail, I have one going through the actual ring, so we won't lose it if it does try to fly off, but it's pretty rock solid, man. I'm not gonna complain. That was way easier than I thought it would be. That's a great example of forest for the trees and all that. And I got an abundance of these suckers, so cool. Getting shit done, left, right, and center. Yeah, we should probably slap some alien tape on the back of that guy. Yeesh. Spreads. But I guess the good way of looking at it is that I'm not in the van as often as I used to be, so it shouldn't get as disgustingly filthy. Okay, well that's obviously where it touches, so right there. Where's my tape? I mean, honestly, we probably don't have to go ham. Yes, the alien tape has failed me twice over with the Starlink router. That thing's way heavier than his garbage can. So let's just start with a little guy. Just a little boop. This here on the back of the garbage can, right? Peel it off. Yeah. Okay. There, and whoop. Sure it's as even as possible, and stick to the door. We should be good. Check. Okay. Oh, actually, right. I didn't have the kits at Newmarket, so we are gonna need some taco seasoning for the tacos tonight. And yes, I got quite the selection of Old El Paso, but we've also got Trader Joe's. We got chicken. That one's spicy, don't use that. Cholula. Stick with what you know. He's safe. All right, back down in there. Alien tape, light, close. Noisy Yeti mug. This your new home? Huh, probably not for long. Not with that attitude. Oy, wires everywhere in here now. And I was just taking the alien tape off from the wall here, which is what was failing the Starlink router. And it was really warm. I'm wondering, because Ben, Lucky's just been sitting in the heat. Is the switch one? No, it hasn't loosened up at all. You bastard. I did grab some of that wire from my picture hanging kit. I saw people's suggestions in the comments on that video about maybe trying to get it behind there. So that'll be something that we do as well in this video. I just don't remember at this exact moment where I packed said wire. So put a pin in that, and I'm just trying to get it a little bit more organized in here. What do we do first? Starlink router or antenna boost router? Okay, I've been poking around here for a while trying to find the best spot to put this and whatnot, and then I realized it doesn't need to be out in the open, right? This is just a box where things come into, and I gotta mount the antenna parallel to the horizontal plane, which basically just means like this. But there's room behind the driver's seat here on the other side of my cabinet, right? I gotta be careful because on the inside of this cabinet, like if I'm gonna use screws and whatnot, is the diesel tank. But this is a 3/4 inch piece of plywood right here. So in theory, I could get 2 little screws and mount it up there. And then of course my brain started going, well, if I can put this little black box behind the seat, could I also put the Starlink router behind my seat? I mean, it's a little thicker and I'd lose this storage space a bit, but I might be able to make that work. I don't know. Like I know the Starlink router gives off a little bit of heat. Maybe this booster thing does as well, but I mean, we've already got the diesel heater in that area. So I think I'm gonna pull all that stuff out and we're gonna move the driver's seat forward and see what we're dealing with in this area, because that could be cool. Because that's definitely space that's not being used. And whether you're living in a van full-time or just part-timing it like the YouTuber you are, space is still a high-value commodity. Right? Yeah, whoop. Like all I usually use this space for is stuff in grocery bags and whatnot. I don't need I don't need that many in Lucky, and I could even put them at the back. There's lots of room. Right, I forgot just how big these hinges are. They take up a lot of space on here. Starlink router might not be the best idea, but our little booster guy, I think, for surezies. Lots of room. You can't see squat. Come here. Hey, come here. Right? I do have to be careful because the higher up I go, obviously, the seat back actually just ends up touching up here. So we got to keep it kind of in this area. Yeah, I mean, the Starlink router could go here if I really wanted to muck around with things. Oh, but wait. Then when if I ever find myself at a campground where I have to unfurl the Ethernet cable, I would have to do this, come here and unfurl it this way. No, I think for now, I think the Starlink will stay above the microwave area, but that little guy, yeah, let's find 2 screws and get him back down here. Or not back down here for the first time. Some things never change. I cannot find my tape measure right now, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this bag of seasoning, to get the measurement of where the screws have to be on this thing. All right, and we'll line that up right in the middle of this one over here. All right, that's about the middle. And we'll take our Sharpie and go mark in the middle on this side. Not sure we got enough. And now we'll use this to measure the distance of where we need to put our screws on the back of the cupboard. This is the middle of that one. Okay, in theory, that should be where our screws have to go. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. How did we do? How did we do? Hey, we done dude pretty good there, you know? It's all hung up. Can't get a good angle of it. There's a seat in the way, but there you go. Now to attach the other antenna and then plug her in. Okay, here's the antenna. There's its bundle of wire. It is attached to the bottom of our box now. And then the power is actually plugged right in the middle there. This thing's actually really cool. The plug it comes with has two USB-A ports on the outside, so it doesn't like use up spots. That was pretty cool and considerate of them. So I got that wire running back here, and it says don't plug it in until both ends of the antenna are in, and they are. But I guess what we should do first, I should get my cell phone, which is inside charging, and see what my service is like. I don't know how well this is gonna work here, but let's see if it does anything. Oh, oof. Nice and cool in here. Yeah, it's nice and cool in here. We're gonna have a nice clean bed tonight. You still just keeping it comfy and cozy for us, or what? Yeah, thank you, thank you. This is what I need. All right, let's do it. Okay, disabled my Wi-Fi connection to Mom and Dad's Starlink, and now you can see I've got a 5G connection, but only 1 bar of service. Not 100% sure how this all works. Let's see if the booster can get us anything better. So I'll plug it in, give it a minute, and we shall see. Hiya. Ooh, all the lights lit up for, there they go. I probably have to do something with that, don't I? Can't imagine it's that simple. That thing's also upside down, I just realized. I mean, I haven't done anything except come into the van, and I do have, whoa, now I have full bars. Huh. Okay, hang on. We're right next to the antenna, right? Which is right here. Let's unplug it and see what happens. Yeah. No edits, no edits. Real time. Editor whoa! Well, I'll be damned. Hang on, let's see that again. Plug it back in. Horizontal plane, please. Obviously, this is not going to live here, but... Hey! Would you look at that? Holy Dino, would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Can I get on the internet now? No, it's not data. It's just cellular. I don't know how... I mean, I got good 5G right here, too. Super cool. Awesome. Thanks, Bill. All right. Well, 10-second tidy, get the van put back together, find a spot where I want this to live, which... I don't know, maybe right here is fine. Maybe I just mount this right beside it. It comes with 2 little Velcro tabs that I can just slap on there, right? Like, does it really matter? I mean, such a confined space here. Can't imagine it makes much of a difference. Oh, now we're down to 2. Well, maybe that's because the antenna's on the floor. I wonder how much of a difference that makes. Hold this up here. Put it down there. What if I just put it horizontally on here? I don't know. When it's right next to the antenna, it does very well. But anything else, stay on there, you bugger. Seems to be, there you go. Back up 3 bars, back up 4 bars. As soon as I move my phone over here though, is that gonna change it? Maybe I'll wanna put that little antenna in the middle of Lucky, like run it, because it comes with a fair amount of its own wire, right? We could run it back and mount it like there, so it's central to the van. Not that it should really matter. I mean, this is like in case of an emergency situation, right? I'm not going to overthink it anymore. We saw it increase the cell phone signal, and that's super cool. Moving right along, because I'm hungry. Let's get a taco. Ugh. Let's make a taco. Okay, slowly getting things out of Mom and Dad's basement and getting it loaded into the good ship Lucky. Let there be light. Thank you very much. To bring back to Tortuga with us. Trying to do that a little bit as I can. I do a multitude of trips up and down the stairs when I'm here, and knowing me, I would have just left it all to the last second and then really exhausted myself. So I'm trying to be a little smarter this time. Brought out one big case, blankets and whatnot, and we still got one big more trunk that has to come out, but we still have a few days here, so no muss, no fuss. I was just looking for that wire that I swear I brought with me to try to get the switch dock off the wall, but I could not find it in my bags. Wonder if I left it. Did I just throw it in Lucky? We might have to put a pin in getting that off the wall again. That's okay. I want to get a Starlink router mounted up on the wall because right now it's just looking, well, a little obnoxious sitting on top of the microwave. So let's make that our priority before we move on. Well, I was just looking here on the back of the router. I didn't realize it's just two holes as opposed to like the holes and then the slots for just sort of sink down into and hold on to screws. So I don't know if I particularly want to fart around with that. I mean, I guess I could put the screws up at a bit of an angle and it would be like a sort of situation. Yes, hindsight being 2020. Editing it now, I see if I had taken the router off of the mount, I could have just screwed from the other side of the mount into the wall. Moving right along. It's really obnoxious that alien tape doesn't hold this up. I mean, I guess it's heavier than other things, but not really. Let's get serious here. Like, there's nowhere else that would really, although, could also just, well, my other brainstorm here is in line with like reducing Lucky and rebuilding and all of that stuff. I mean, this just falls into the category of rejigging, but these two drawers here, which were fairly recent additions to the build, I mean, this one's already broken because #van life and a left turn, but if I can reorganize everything that's in this cupboard as well, right? Like I've got my toaster and big ass bowl and stuff in here. I'm toying with the idea of getting rid of my water jug because I don't know if I need to have that sort of on-demand water anymore for the uses of the van. It's nice, but it takes up space. But again, getting ahead of myself, move these under here, or at least one of them, and I have all of this space beside the microwave. This bloody router could just sit here beside it like a regular router. You know, I'm not too worried about it flying off. It's just quite the obnoxious sound. Whoa! That's what ends up making this thing so bloody heavy. I wonder then, maybe we could just spool the Ethernet cable down there as opposed to wrapping it around this thing. I wonder if alien tape would then work and keep this on the wall. Do we give the alien tape one more kick at the can, so to speak? Maybe. I already had those drawers out and I did find, Sarah Rose was right, I had my picture and, the placard and the stand of myself and Stella back there in the little light up stand. So that's going to come in the Tortuga with us. So that has been extracted from the van. So yeah, we definitely have space back there. Maybe I just start stuffing Ethernet cable back there. Give me a second, we'll see how this goes. Okay, got all this sort of organized. Let's just gingerly stuff it down there. Okay, and this is here. Get this all sort of aligned. Again, yeah, this, right, the faucet and everything is sort of messing with it too, because the hose runs to the back there and goes to the tank in the cupboard. But there, that's sort of out of the way. Shove that back there. And then this back up here. Yep, we're gonna give the alien tape one more kick at the can before we start drilling more holes into the good ship Lucky. New alien tape applied. Just taking the backing off of it now. There we go. Excellent. Spin this bad boy around. Now you want a Jenny Craig diet. You a lot lighter than you once were. Let's get you into position. And there you go. Just apply it. A little bit of pressure back on Lucky's wall and we'll see. I would assume in theory this should work just fine without the weight of that entire Ethernet cord wrapped around it. I'm just trying to get the wires. There we go. Make it look a little tidier. I also, while I continue to press on this, I put the inside antenna for our booster right up there. Then it's right near me. Probably gonna give me all sorts of brain cancer. It's not on right now. Again, that's just gonna be a in case of emergency break glass sort of situation. There. Our router is reattached. Water spout we can move over there. Slowly getting Lucky in order. It's amazing how often this has fallen off and I still can't get that bloody thing off. Maybe I should go see if Dad has some fish line. Listen to me. Fishing line. He's got a assortment of stuff. Maybe fishing line's one of them. Because, yeah, I know I threw some of that picture hanging wire somewhere in my general vicinity before I left with that in mind. But, yeah, here we are. Problem I foresee if I do find some fishing line is I'm going to need gloves. Because doing this with it, I imagine is going to cut into my little digits. Who wants a fishing line out? Where to begin? Ooh, what about... That's probably too thick, eh? Weed whacker line. Ooh, look at this. That's thinner than this. I don't have to cut it. Let's give this a shot first. My confidence level with this is about 18 out of 53. Lucky looking all sorts of murdered out. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's give it a go. And versus fishing line, this is a lot thicker. I'm not as worried about my fingers. Oh, see here. It's not, I mean, yeah, I don't think this is quite thin enough. Can't really get a sawing motion start. Oh, wait, maybe, hang on. Oh, there it goes. You're gonna have great thing. Oh, now I regret saying that already. My hands are already owied. Come on, you bastard. Come on, you bastard. Yeah, wrap it around this way. Pull it. Give it a tug. Come on. Can I use my Leatherman to save my fingers? Grab it like this. Pull. Come on. Get behind the dock. Oi! Let's go, let's go. This is crazy. Like, the alien tape just fused with the switch dock? I don't think so. Wow. It's way down there too. Like, is this just gonna be a permanent fixture on Lucky now? No, not quite. So that's off. Can't get it. That is absolutely nuts. Do it this way. Come on. Whoa, dude. Breaking a sweat just fighting with this stupid piece of plastic and wiring. Come on. That's nuts. Nope. I mean, not nope, but I don't, like, I'm already damaging my hands. I'm at the point where I don't really care about the dock so much, but It's definitely gonna break. Come on. I just want it to pop. So many times when I'm filming stuff like this, I've been like, it's never gonna work, it's never gonna bang, and then it just comes. I keep kind of waiting for that, but it's not happening with this. Stupid. Huh? Sorry, knocking you around, but it is what it is. Come on, you bastard. No. That's crazy. I don't know that fishing line's gonna do it. It's like the alien tape back there is just too much. That's in no other application has this ever happened with alien tape. That's crazy. You can kind of hear it breaking. Like the tape is coming apart from the wall, but yowza. Like what? No. Like I feel like I just yard on it and it would break it off the wall. I'm trying my best not to do that, but holy crap. Twist this effing thing like, nope. Well, if you want to mount a switch dock in your van and never want it to fall off or come off ever, use alien tape. Not sponsored. All right, you know what? I think that's enough with Lucky for this video. Got the cell booster installed, the garbage can restuck, the flag fixed, the Starlink router back on the wall. I got my eyes, or my aim, set next on that hanging cabinet. We'll see if that comes down while we're on this trip. We're getting stuff packed up into Lucky so she can behave like the cargo van she once was. And I don't feel like letting myself get any more stressed out regarding that switch dock. And I promised a certain pirate princess a wagon ride down to the lake. And at this point of the day, that sounds far more appealing than continuing to horse around with the good ship Lucky. Ah, there they are. Let's not forget to accessorize. Feel so naked without them. And yes, for those with keen observation skills, R.I.P. my sandalwood bracelet from Byron. It's a long story. Lights out. You ready? Yeah? Here we go. Ho! Ladies okay? Everybody got their seatbelt on? That kind of smells like flowers and berries to me, I think. Whoa. Look, we can't even get to the dock.
How do we get to the dock?
We can't. It's just the time of year it is. The lake is really high, really cold. Looks like we're gonna have to throw our rocks from here. Ah, here. Puppy can just... You just calm down.